Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pots, Pans, and Priscilla. Today I have Summer back visiting with us, and then we have Kylie. Kylie also plays volleyball with Summer, and she came here to look at a new college, so we made her cook. This is another recipe that the girls can take back, which, I mean, Summer, you said you love lasagna and you've been craving it, so I was like, okay. And then it can feed a lot of people again. It's not necessarily the easiest recipe, it's just time consuming. Yeah. But it will feed a lot of people. So we are going to make some lasagna. For our sauce, we have tomato sauce, tomato paste, and then diced tomatoes. We have regular Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage, ground beef, some onion. We're using fresh basil and thyme, as well as parsley, pearl mozzarella, which that's gonna be fun. I've never done that before, but it looks like it's gonna be good. Regular shredded mozzarella, and then deli sliced mozzarella, cottage cheese, ricotta cheese, don't get them confused, fresh garlic, sugar, eggs, basil leaves, salt, and pepper. The pasta that we're gonna use is oven ready lasagna. The girls are over cutting our onion and our garlic. We got our cans open. I'm gonna get the ground beef and the sausage into my pot. So that's not appetizing looking. We've got our sausage and our ground beef in the pot. We're just gonna let this go until it gets brown. And then we will strain off the grease and add the onion and garlic. We added a little over 2 pounds of ground beef. It's lean ground beef, so we don't have a lot of fat in here to drain off, which is good because you want to leave a little bit of your grease in there. And then we have 2 pounds of the breakfast sausage. So it's all brown now. We are going to go ahead and add our diced tomatoes. And if you don't want to add sausage, you don't have to. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So if somebody doesn't like that, this is the tomato sauce. I'm doing 3 cans of the tomato sauce and 2 cans of the tomatoes, the diced tomatoes. And then 1 can of the paste. So you get all this put in there, mix it around. You're not gonna have a lot of room in this pot. It's gonna be full, but that's okay. Like I said, I personally don't have time to cook every day of the week, and my family's not big on the whole like putting stuff in a freezer. I know a lot of people are, so I just make a couple of big meals during the weekends, and then we can use that for lunches and stuff during the weeknights. And then our tomato paste, and I'll probably just use half of this can. Get that going. And it's funny, my boys do not like tomatoes. Asa and Isaiah don't like tomatoes, but they'll eat it like this in a sauce. So if you have people that don't like tomatoes, maybe they'll still eat it in your sauce. We're gonna go ahead and get this all mixed up, and I'm gonna have the girls add the seasonings in. I'm such a professional that I forgot to saute my onion and garlic a little bit before we add it to the pasta, or the pasta. See, I'm doing good today. Before we add it to the sauce. So we're just gonna put that in a pan all by itself and get that going, and that way we can add it to here, because you don't want to put raw onions and garlic in this. While that's heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and have the girls add the seasonings. All right, so Summer, you're gonna add the pepper. Keep going. Okay. Don't be scared. Okay, that's good.
Okay, what next?
And then either one, it doesn't matter. So you're gonna add kosher salt.
Take 2.
You gotta be a little aggressive with it.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
So what I do is I always err on the side of caution with the seasonings, because you can add more later, but you can't take them away. And you have basil leaves, so you can add a lot because you do have a big pot. Okay, that's good. And then we have thyme. We got all the time in the world.
Oh, good one. You're gonna tell me when?
Oh, sorry. Okay, that's good. Okay. So then we'll mix this together, And we will put our onion and garlic in here. You want to just dump it in there?
Sure.
So don't feel bad if you make a mistake like me and forget to do what you want to do with your recipe. So we just put that in an extra pan. Now we can add it to our pot. And we forgot to talk about, I say we, because you guys are, you know, y'all are chefs over here. We forgot to add the sugar. So this helps with the acid in the marinara sauce. So you just put about 2 teaspoons of sugar. And you fill your pot to the brim so that you can't mix it well easily. I went ahead and tasted it and it tastes great, like no seasonings need to be added. So I'm going to put the lid on this and let it sit and get happy while we do our cheese sauce. Okay, we're gonna turn the heat down a little bit and then put our lid on. Wow. And forget about it.
Cool.
Okay?
Yes.
And then we'll go over here and make our cheese sauce. Come on, guys. Our sauce is back there. Hopefully it's getting happy. It smells like it. I think it smells good. So we are going to make our cheese sauce. We have some fresh curly parsley, basil, which is very smelly. I mean, it smells good, but it's strong. And then we have thyme. So I'm gonna have you,
Oh gosh.
because you're such a good cutter, I'm gonna have you chop this up. We wanna make it very fine.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You can do it.
Okay.
Don't be judging her on her chopping skills, okay? No comments about the chopping skills. And then Kylie,
Oh yeah.
okay, we're gonna take our ricotta cheese. Now some people would either use cottage cheese or, I keep saying cottage cheese, this is ricotta. Some people would either use ricotta or cottage cheese. Why not do both?
Yeah.
So I don't like either one of these by themselves. Like if you said, here, you want some cottage cheese? I'd be like, yeah, no thanks. But they taste good in lasagna. So you're just gonna take this whole container and put it in there.
Okay.
And it comes out really easy.
Okay.
Just kind of squeeze it. There you go. See? No residue. I know. And then you're going to take half of our cottage cheese. It doesn't have to be exact. We don't do exact here.
Okay.
Okay? So don't freak out about. Yeah. That looks good. Okay? So half of our cottage cheese. Then we have our garlic. You can just stick that. Yep, there you go.
Put the garlic in there?
Yep. That's about 2 cloves of garlic. And then 2 eggs. And you can crack those and put those in there. And you can just drop them right in that ricotta container. Doing great, Summer.
Thanks.
Are you nervous? You look
Yeah.
nervous. Don't be nervous. Okay, and then you're just gonna mix this all together. Now, if you guys don't want to use fresh herbs, like if you don't have it and you don't have any extra money because you're in college, don't go out and buy it. You can get just, you know, this.
Okay.
So you can use it for a lot of different dishes. Don't feel like you have to use this.
Okay.
We're just using this because it's fun. So you're gonna add all of these herbs into Kylie's bowl here.
Okay.
And then we're also gonna add a little bit of pepper. Now, if you guys decide to use fresh herbs, you're gonna use a lot less because they are a lot more potent. And so you don't want that flavor. Like those basil leaves are super strong and you don't want that to take over the whole flavor of your dish. So we just use 1 for this whole bowl of cheese sauce. So just keep that in mind. It's not gonna be the same as using that. See, we're adding green to our dish. Look at us.
Green, healthy.
All right, and then you just mix in a little bit of pepper. Yep. So this is the same concept as the stuffed shells that I make, but I don't add cottage cheese.
Okay.
But all the herbs are the same, and the ricotta, and then of course the eggs. So we are going to check on our sauce, and then we'll start layering our lasagna and get it in the oven. We did preheat the oven, 375 degrees, and then you'll be cooking this for an hour. we're ready to start putting the lasagna together. Remember, I said we have the oven-ready lasagna, so you do not have to boil these noodles, which is kind of cool. I'm just gonna put the sauce down on the bottom of the dish, like this. And I'm using a 9x13 baking dish, so it's pretty big. I don't go chintzy with my lasagna. I want it to be hearty. So you'll see, I'm gonna do the whole bottom of the dish. We've got our thick layer of sauce here. Now we're gonna add slices of mozzarella. If you don't wanna do slices, that's fine. You can do the shredded mozzarella, which is probably cheaper, but we're gonna do slices. Next layer is the cheese sauce that Kylie helped make. We're gonna put that on top of our mozzarella. And you know, there's no rhyme or reason as to how you put your lasagna together. So if you don't want to do it like this, that's fine. Do however you want to. There's no rules. There's no rules. It's easier to put the cheese sauce over the mozzarella though, because then you can kind of spread it around and it doesn't mess anything up. See how that's doing that? Where if you put it on the meat directly, it would be harder to mix because it would just be goofy. Those are technical terms. And then Summer, you're going to put our oven ready lasagna pasta noodles over top of that. Then we will keep building this, and you just keep putting as many layers that'll fit in your pan. You know, if you don't want to do that many layers, that's okay. You don't have to, but I mean, lasagna typically has two sets of layers. You're doing a great job.
Thanks.
And then just put the two on the side. There you go. Push that one, and then that pushes it that way. And Kylie, I'm gonna let you put the sauce on this next layer.
Okay.
So there's a lot of different recipes for lasagna. You can kind of pick and choose what you like. It's a nice dish because you don't have to use the same cheeses or the same meat or whatever. If you like, I mean, even if you have a vegetarian friend, there's a spinach lasagna and a vegetable lasagna. So there's a lot of different options for lasagna. You could make a couple of different pans. I know a lot of people have lasagna at the holidays.
That's
So
how we do it at my house.
Oh
We
yeah?
have lasagna or big ziti on the holidays.
Oh, okay. For Christmas or what? Or Thanksgiving?
Yeah, Thanksgiving mostly. And
Halloween.
So you don't do turkey for Thanksgiving?
yeah, but there's always like either lasagna or baked ziti on the side.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just something your family likes to do?
Because
Okay.
it feeds a lot of people because everybody comes to my house.
Yeah. How about you, Kylie? Did you guys have this for holidays?
On Halloween.
Halloween, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool. See how easy it is to move around?
Yeah, because if it was on the sauce, it would like get all gnarly and mixed together.
Right.
And
So that's why it helps better to use the mozzarella slices instead of like this kind of
shredded,
mozzarella. Yeah, the shredded. And if it was on the pasta shells, it would pick them up. So with this, the mozzarella is already melting on there, so it just sticks to it. So we're gonna do our last layer of pasta. We're gonna put the meat sauce over the pasta and then add our pearls, mozzarella pearls. So those will be like little globs of ooey gooiness, amazingness. And you could still put the mozzarella, the shredded mozzarella on top as well.
You can never have too much cheese.
Right?
never.
We had a perfect amount of all the cheeses, the cheese sauce, and the meat sauce. So that's good. It worked out great. Now we're going to put these little mozzarella pearls. And if you want to just put them all over the top, that's fine. And we can also fill in with the shredded mozzarella. Just make it rain cheese everywhere. And you guys have all tried these out, so they taste good, right?
Yes.
They also have the Ovalini mozzarella, but I don't like it as much because it's in the water. So I prefer these because they're not liquidy. I am going to put this on a baking sheet, like a cookie sheet, so that way it doesn't get all over the bottom of the oven. And then that's it. So you just bake this on 375 for about an hour. You can put foil on the top to start with, And then what I would recommend, because you do have all this cheese, you want to spray the foil, then set the foil on top so that that cheese doesn't melt to the foil. And then at like 25 minutes left, take that foil off so you can get your cheese all brown and melted. Okay, so we'll see you in 1 hour. What do you think? Will that feed a volleyball team?
I think so.
So I put the garlic bread in the oven. You know how to make garlic bread. You follow the packaging. And we're going to make a side salad because that's our favorite around this house. And get everybody fed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Pots, Pans, and Priscilla. Let me know, what are your favorite lasagna recipes? And I hope that the girls take this back and make this for their teammates. You guys should be eating good at college by now. You got a couple recipes.
Yeah, we do.
So Summer has to make that happen.
I will.
Kylie, hold her accountable.
Oh, I do.
Okay? You guys go out and buy the ingredients. You can do this.
Okay.
So thank you guys for helping me with this recipe. And thank you guys for tuning in and watching us cook. And I hope that you make this lasagna. As always, hit that like button. Share our channel. You know, you might have a recipe that's your favorite. Take that video and share it. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thank you guys so much. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Cheesy goodness. So that's not appetizing looking. Asa says it looks like a baby calf giving birth.
No, baby calves don't give birth.
I mean, a mama cow giving birth to a baby calf. What?
Come on.
You scared me.
You scared me. I scared everybody.
You made it look ugly.
I'm sorry, I'll clean it.
No, it's fine.